And we're live. Hello and welcome to the Football Podcast for Saturday, 19th of September. I'm joined as always by a certain Adam Galau to discuss the hottest stories surrounding the footballing world.
Hello, Theo. It is a pleasure to be here. And without further ado, let us commence this podcast.
Indeed, in today's edition of the Football Podcast, we'll be covering everything from transfers to results from Premier League games.
And so starting off with the latter, we have had two concluded Premier League games, both 7-goal thrillers. Starting with Everton 5, West Brom 2, and then Leeds won marginally against their also championship rivals, Fulham 4-3 at home. And currently, Manchester United are losing 1-0 as we speak. Just touching on the first game, I think that James Rodriguez was really outstanding in that game. What do you think, Theo?
Yeah, James Rodriguez, obviously, he impressed against Tottenham in their 1-0 win. Calvert-Lewin getting that goal, and Calvert-Lewin getting 3 today. I believe he's the youngest Englishman to ever score a hat-trick in the Premier League for Everton, so great achievement for him there. Also very humble in his post-match interview. And, he probably is knocking on the door for an England call, but on to James Rodriguez, he's really showing those critics up with what he's doing now. He definitely has a lot of life left in him. I think the problem at Bayern Munich and Real Madrid was that there were so many players just like him, so he wasn't viewed as special. But I think he has that special attention now, and he's that star player. He can really thrive at Everton.
Yep. And then what do you think of the Leeds game, Theo?
Yeah, Leeds, always impressive, and such a good performance. Though, their new signing from the centre back who conceded, against Liverpool, with the accidental handball in the opener, which was scored by Mo Salah, did concede another penalty today. So not a great start to his Leeds career, but on the whole, 4 goals from Leeds, 7 goals in total already, and they are just really proving to be a force to be reckoned with. They are really doing well. Fulham, again, trying their best. They did it against Arsenal, out of the traps early. Here they were more consistent throughout, and they did get 3 goals, but simply just not enough to beat the Leeds machine.
Yep. And then as for Crystal Palace, Manchester United, we're still in the first half. It's not been a very eventful game. Andrews Townsend put Crystal Palace ahead early, but I'm just looking at the statistics. There has been many chances. Here I'm reading 5 shots for Man U, 3 for Palace, but of Man U's 5, only 2 were on target, and the only shot Palace had on target was their goal. And in terms of possession, it would appear that in general, the rest of the game, Manchester United have dominated. Won 3 corners, 72% possession, 89% pass accuracy compared to Crystal Palace's 68%. And so it's a dominant performance. And I can see many goals going in for Manchester United. What do you think, Theo?
Yeah, Donny van de Beek not in the starting lineup. Whether that's impacting the result of the game so far, we'll have to see to the end. He probably will get subbed on. That's what we're expecting. We were expecting him to start, actually. But he is on the bench currently. Andros Townsend with the opener. And if I get any notifications that there's been a goal, I'll be the first to tell you. So, without further ado, we move on to the champions, Liverpool. And, well, we've been waiting for a long time with this Liverpool Thiago saga. And finally, as we said on Tuesday, there's been some kind of mutual agreement, and now that agreement has been turned into a confirmation. So This means that Thiago is now a Liverpool player, unveiled in the early hours of Saturday morning. So, really exciting for Liverpool. We don't expect him to feature tomorrow against Chelsea, because I think today will be his first day of training, if not maybe on Monday. After we have probably one of the biggest games of the season tomorrow at 4:30, which was really exciting, by the way. Mark your calendars for that one. And not only have Liverpool signed Thiago a few hours ago, half an hour actually, in the morning, Liverpool agreed a fee for Diogo Jota. We discovered they were interested in him late last night. They agreed a fee in the morning, and now they've signed him in the late afternoon. And that just shows how speedy they are with their transfer work, and really impressive stuff from Liverpool.
Indeed, Theo. I think that Diogo Jota and Thiago will both be huge players for Liverpool in their different rights. Diogo Jota, we've seen his energy at Wolverhampton driving down that left wing. I think that he has potential to really challenge Mane for that place on the left wing. Currently, I think Mane is still better, but as he develops on the club, he will only improve. And as for Thiago, I think he will be brilliantly instrumental at picking out players such as Salah, Mane, finding their runs, explosive runs in behind, and also bagging a few goals himself. And that takes us on to another team in the Premier League who signed two players, one is not yet confirmed, but they have definitely signed Reguilon. And if you don't know yet who we are talking about, it is Tottenham Hotspur. For £25 million, they signed Reguilon, and they have a £45 million buyback clause. So they've done good business there. And Gareth Bale is, in between quotes, almost done, with some of our sources confirming his deal, but at the same time, others are saying that it is not quite completed. Realistically, by the end of the day, I think that the deal will be completed. Maybe even by the end of this podcast, who knows? What do you think, Theo?
Yeah, just got a notification here that Reguilon just at confirmation of the confirmation that Reguilon is signed for Tottenham for a fee we expect to be about £25 million, 30 million euros. So again, we see how fast these two clubs are doing their transfer business. A lot faster than the likes of Chelsea, who really like to take their time with their transfers. Takes them maybe a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And we'll get on to Chelsea later with their transfer business. But we're here with Tottenham, and they're doing some great business here with Reguilon at left back, probably replacing Ben Davies. And, oh, my goodness, we just got a breaking news alert, and it is that Gareth Bale has completed his loan move to Tottenham Hotspur. Well, look at that, Adam.
Indeed, that is great to hear. First place to hear the news, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, keep going, Theo.
Yeah, so Gareth Bale has signed for Tottenham on a season-long loan, I think with an option to buy, are the details we're hearing. So he's returned to Tottenham after 6 years away from the club. And yeah, that's the latest on Tottenham there. Sergio Reguilon and Gareth Bale, two Real Madrid players, flew in on the same flight from Madrid here in London. Both Tottenham players now. Great business from the Spurs.
Indeed. And to conclude, the last piece of news we have for you is Edward Mendy and Chelsea finalizing that deal. As you say, they like to take their time, but they do tend to pull through. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, the transfer director of Chelsea, Marina Granovskaya, she really likes to make sure that Chelsea are getting the best possible deal available to them. We've seen that with Havertz, Chilwell, really trying to negotiate down that price. Chilwell was supposed to be signed for 80 million. Chelsea signed him for 50. Havertz was supposed to be signed for something like 90 million. Chelsea signed him for 75. So she is, as they say in Germany, the Iron Lady. So, they like to take their time, Chelsea. Obviously less entertaining for the fans, but, Chelsea do what they do, and they, as we've seen this transfer window, get it over the line one way or another. And what we're hearing is that an agreement is very, very close between Rennes and Chelsea, and Rennes are also interested in Fikayo Tomori. But that does conclude this podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on this video, turn on post notifications bell, so you can get notified when we make a new podcast. And if you're new, please do subscribe. Adam?
Thank you for watching, and along with subscribing, don't forget to like if you enjoyed. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Yep. Bye-bye.